Blast me to Bermuda! It's time for the Mad Merlin's Warhammer 40,000 Imperium journey. Episode 4, Part 3, Playing. Hello and welcome back to this final part of the Mad Merlin's Warhammer 40,000 Imperium journey, Episode 4. We are going to have a new playthrough, The Destroyers Awaken. So here we have our issue. We'll quickly go through what's new and then we'll get on to our playthrough. So first thing you can see that we have new is a brand new playmat with some printed terrain and much larger than our first one, about 4 times larger I think. This is going to be a very simple mission. The plasma site has to escape the board while the Space Marines have to try and destroy all the Necron Destroyers before they can fully awaken. So our expanded data sheets for the Primaris Lieutenant now includes his weapon skill and his attacks, as well as his new weapon, the Mastercrafted Power Sword. We have a new profile for Skorpekh Destroyers who have a move of 8, weapon skill of 3+, 3 wounds, 3 attacks and a 3+ save. And we have a profile for the Canoptic Plasma Site, who has a move of 8, weapon skill 4+, wounds 1, attacks 1, and save 4+, and attacks for his monomolecular proboscis. Try saying that 4 times fast. The Skorpekh Destroyers attack with their hyperphase weapons. We also have at the bottom of the page a quick reminder about charging. So that's all our new information for our playthroughs. Let's just go straight ahead with Mission 4, The Destroyers Awaken. Okie dokie, we're all set up for Mission 4, The Destroyers Awaken. So as you can see, we've got our 3 Necron Destroyers in the centre, one just off camera. We have our Plasma Site, our Primaris Lieutenant, and our 3 Assault Intercessors. You'll notice these are my third company ones, not my veteran ones, as I'm going to progress them through the story and they'll eventually gain veteran status. But without further ado, let's read our mission briefing. Destroyers Awaken. Having already awakened a trio of Skorpekh Destroyers, a Canoptic Plasma Site moves to bring more of these devastating killing machines to life. Mission briefings. A Canoptic Plasma Site drifts through the hallways and corridors of the repair complex, activating resurrection routines and bringing the murderous destroyer cults to life. A trio of lethal Skorpekh Destroyers must protect the Plasma Site from the Space Marine intruders as it completes its crucial task. Necrons, Skorpekh Destroyers, purge the living. Having been roused from their slumber by a Canoptic Plasma Site, the Skorpekh Destroyers are consumed by their need to kill. Despite their drive for murder, they must protect the Canoptic Plasma Site so that it can bring more of their kind back online. Space Marines, Assault Intercessors, destroy the Necrons. Having reunited with their Primaris Lieutenant, the Assault Intercessors find themselves confronted by even more deadly foes. The Destroyer cult stalks the darkness, and they must destroy the Canoptic Plasma Site before it can awaken more. So, Space Marines get the advantage in this scenario and move first. It's imperative that they seize the opportunity and attack and destroy the Skorpekh Destroyers before the Plasma Site can awaken more. But they must also stop the Canoptic Plasma Site from escaping off the board edge. So, I got my dice and wound markers off to the side, as well as my range ruler. So, all Space Marines have a move of 6 inches. So, let's go ahead and move them closer to their opponents. So, Primaris Lieutenant is going to focus on this guy. These two are going to converge on the center. And this little guy on his own on the outside we'll go one-on-one with our third Skorpekh Destroyer. Now, time for the charge phase. Space Marines are still running low on ammo, so they are using their ammunition sparingly at the moment. So we're going to go straight into combat. So our Primaris Lieutenant rolls 2 dice with an 8, which is perfectly enough to get him in range with our Skorpekh Destroyer. Our first Assault Intercessor is going crazy with a 12. Our second Assault Intercessor, oh dear, only gets a 4, so that's a failed charge. And our third Assault Intercessor gets an 8, which is enough to get him in base contact with the Skorpekh Destroyer. So now we go to the fight phase. So our Primaris Lieutenant will be the first one to make an attack. So he gets 4 attacks with his Mastercrafted Power Sword, needing 2s to hit the Skorpekh Destroyer. Ouch. 2 1s, that's not going to be any good. But he scored 2 hits on the Skorpekh Destroyer. The Destroyer now has a 3+ save, and 1 goes through. So he goes down from 3 wounds to 2. Our Assault Intercessor down here has only 2 attacks, needs a 3, he scores 2 hits. Our Skorpekh Destroyer needs 2 saves of 3. Ouch, 2 fails, he's down to 1 wound. Our second Assault Intercessor can't do anything, so it's down to our third Assault Intercessor, who scores 1 hit. And the Necron saves, oh dear. So now, it's on to the Necron's turn 1. So, we're going to have the Plasma Sight go as fast as he can towards the board edge. So he's got a 4 plus his movement of 8, I believe. Where is it? Yes, 8. So that's a whole 12 inches. And I think he's going to go down this way so that he's got the protection of the fully healthy Skorpekh Destroyer. So now it's time for the Skorpekh Necrons to fight back. There's no charge to be made as they are all locked in combat. So our first Skorpekh Destroyer attacks with 3 attacks against the Primaris Lieutenant, needing 3s to wound. He scored 2 hits, so that means our Primaris Lieutenant needs 2 saves of 3+, which he makes. Our second Skorpekh Destroyer will attack the Assault Intercessor with 3 attacks, scoring 3 hits. Oh dear, this could go downhill. Nope. Space Marine saves all of them. And our final Skorpekh Destroyer attacks. Only scoring a single hit, which a 6 the Space Marine saves. So now it's back to the Space Marine's turn. So this Primaris Assault Intercessor is going to go 6. Charge phase. We need a charge of 7 to try and get to that plasma sight. 7 it is, look at that. So that gets us within engagement range and we can lock up that plasma sight. So with him being the first unit that charged this turn, we'll do this fight first. 2 attacks against the plasma sight, scoring 1 hit, which is all it needs. And it's 4+ save. No! Oh no! Well, not oh no if you're a Space Marine, but oh no for the Necrons, the poor little plasma sight has been destroyed. That failed charge on the first turn proved to be helpful for the Space Marines. Although that would be a victory, we need to wipe out the rest of these Skorpekh Destroyers first. So first, our Primaris Lieutenant. 4 attacks, scoring 3 hits. And 3 saves for our Necron. He's gone. Not very good. Primaris Assault Intercessor scores 2 hits on our Necron. And he fails both, so that's him gone as well. Oh dear. And Assault Intercessor number 3 scores 1 hit, and the Necron saves. Now it's back to the Necron's turn. Skorpekh Destroyer takes a swing at the Primaris Assault Intercessor, scoring 3 hits, and scoring a single wound. So that Space Marine Assault Intercessor is down to 1 wound. Back to the Space Marine's turn, and it's time to mop up. This Space Marine turns and charges. 4 is perfectly enough. I should have done this first, but this one's going to move. 6. Primaris Lieutenant will advance. 11. And this one will also make a charge. 5. Perfect. Zoom in on this final fight. So we got 6 attacks on all 3 Assault Intercessors. And only 1 missed. So that's 5 saves of 3+ for our Necron Skorpekh Destroyer. Can he make them? He only goes and does it. He saves all but 1, putting him down to 2 wounds. He's going to hang in there and avenge the plasma site. It's his turn to attack. He'll go for the Space Marine that's wounded. 3 attacks on 3s. 3 hits. 3 saves for our Space Marine. Ouch! He's took 1 back for the Necrons. That poor Space Marine. On to the Space Marine's turn. Lieutenant moves 6. And only needs a 3 to charge. So anything but Snake Eyes, he's in. So 4 attacks with his Power Sword. Needing 2s. 3 saves of 3+ for the Necron Destroyer. 1 fails, he's down to 1 wound. Can those 2 Assault Intercessors finish him off? 4 attacks. Scoring 3 hits. Ouch! Triple 1. The final Skorpekh Destroyer has been felled. So, the Space Marines have managed to score a victory on Mission 4. So, if I remember correctly, that gives them 2 wins and 2 losses. So the Necron Royal Warden managed to defeat the Lieutenant in the first mission. Mission 2, we got 2 Necrons off the board. Mission 3, the Space Marine Assault Intercessors managed to save the Locator Beacon and defeat the Necrons. And this time, the Assault Intercessors and Lieutenant have managed to wipe out a squadron of Skorpekh Destroyers, as well as a plasma site. Okie dokie. Let's get back to our final end of battle review and see what's in our next Imperium. So there we have it. The Space Marines have emerged victorious yet again, and Megaria still stands. What would you have done differently? Personally, I think I would have kept the plasma site back until all the Space Marines have been tied up in close combat. Those Necron Destroyers can endure quite a few hits, so make use of them while you can. For the Space Marines, I definitely think keeping 1 Space Marine back to eventually engage the plasma site was a good move, even though it was just a poor, bad roll on my charge. But there is many battles in the 41st millennium, and let's see what our next one entails. So, issue 5, we get our Primaris Captain. Learn how to paint him, and we learn about heroic combat. And then in issue 6, we get a new paint, Abaddon Black. We get a unit of Primaris Aggressors. And we also learn how to paint with their new paint, and have our most brutal battle yet. So all that's left is to thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. If you'd like to help support the channel, there's an affiliate link and a buy me a coffee link in the description down below. And I'll see you next time for more mad content. Goodbye.